Wonderful Sunday, everybody. It's a lot of things that strike my mind on a day-to-day basis that I would love to get up here and talk about. But after careful consideration and some prayer, I feel led to talk about the people that surround you. Those people you have interpersonal connections with. Those people who you have to be enrolled with. What I mean by that is interpersonal. INTER means between. So people that you have to interact with and be between each day, whether it's at the job, whether it's at, the local community center, the gym, family, the many hats that you wear. Then you have, people you affiliated with because y'all like sports or y'all love to, do certain things like go skating or go fishing or bowling or place bets. You're a music artist, or you're affiliated with other music artists, whatever, your neighbors, whatever things, or you work together, whatever things that you all have in common that bring you together. I want to talk about that today. And what I want to point out is something that has been very visible for me in my life's experience. The people who you think you identify with may not actually be the people you identify with. I guess I could put it that way. Let me see if I can word it a little better. Everything around you might look good on the surface, down to all the affiliations I just named. However, when you get to talking with people and you first find out who they pray to, who they believe in, who they pray to, who they believe in, what do they pray for, who do they pray for, how do they center their life around who they pray to. For example, if a person is praying to God, which God? And then once that question is answered, what made you, if you ask that person, decide on that particular God? His or her answer may differentiate from yours. And you're going to hear a lot of people say, well, I'm spiritual. Or you might hear a lot of people say, well, I don't like religion. Or you'll hear a lot of people, it breaks down to more things that are not readily mentioned on the surface. Or y'all can share a drink together. You can smoke a blunt together. You can have sex together. But when you really get down to the nitty gritty, how's your family? What's their origin? Where they come from? What are some family values you all have? What are some non-negotiables when it comes to your family values? What do you feel about heterosexuals? What do you feel about homosexuals? Should homosexuality be permitted in the family? Should heterosexuality be a superior thing to homosexuality? I mean, when you really had these conversations, wearing your real hair, wearing weave, when you really have these conversations, this is where the dividing happens. This is where you found out everything on the surface is not always as good as it seems. And see, this is what really bothers me in today's world, especially in the place of court. A lot of times you have officials who are human, just like us, are elected to be in courts or elected to be in politics or elected to be school officials. But how they really living, what they really believe in. And you also hear people say, well, if they're doing the job that they're supposed to do, it don't matter what they believe in. I get it. But I know for me, as to who I believe in, God, God, the God of Jesus Christ, the God who is Jesus Christ, the God who, and I'm still reading the Bible for all my debaters. I'm not going to debate with you who God is to me. I'm not going to debate with you who Jesus is to me. I'm still reading because there are a lot of things that I was taught when I was young that I never read in the Bible for myself. And now I'm reading the Bible for myself. All I can say is stay tuned. But I do pray to God. I do pray to what I believe is the one and only, who I believe is the one and only God. And if I'm made in this image, then I'm actually praying to my maker, the manufacturer. But I'm not here to debate. What I'm here to say is a lot of people don't have these conversations because they think that people are all identifying with them. But when it breaks down, you may realize you don't have as many friends as you think. You don't have as many agreeers as you think you may have. You may realize that you are on the righteous side and the people who you thought you identify with are not. They can still be good people on the surface, but when you talk spirituality or spiritual connection or connection to God or godly purpose, y'all might not have very much in common. And they may be people you either minister to or get from around, or they need to get from around you. You will eventually share them. But that's what's on my mind.